Hi, hello. This morning's video was quite a hectic one, and so I've decided to do something a little bit lighthearted. I just thought of something extremely funny. I just remember something extremely funny that I discovered. And actually, wearing this Greek cap reminded me of it. Greece is my favorite place on the planet. I think it's an absolutely stunning, beautiful place to be. Wish I could be there, but I'm going to something similar to it. Mykonos is close to, well, our South African Mykonos is close to where I'm going to. So let me tell you the story. I do a lot of research and I stumbled on something and I found a site that, forensic science site, that came up with it after doing a study about people who eat out or eat takeouts, fast foods, or eat in restaurants. They did a study, and I admire this person who did that. I really think this was fantastic, worthwhile science. I think most science today is absolute rubbish, but this is good science. They conducted a study. How they did it, I don't know. I'd actually love to know their methodology, but it's hilarious. They just discovered, they say, that the person that eats out regularly and eats takeouts regularly will consume at least 11 pubic hairs a year. Not their own. At home they consume much more, probably 100 times more, but at least at home they are their own. And your own pubic hairs are better than someone else's, I would think. But there's another thing that comes into the story. It's Einstein's theory of relativity rather. And I found myself in two situations where I found a pubic hair in my dish while I was eating out, and the one was in Greece, in Crete. One night, my fiance and I, starving, we went to the least busy restaurant that night. What a big mistake! And we soon discovered, after ordering a round of drinks, it took about 20 minutes, and this guy was just standing talking to his friends and and drinking beer and not really paying attention to us. I had to go say, hey, I ordered a beer, and my fiance ordered water. She didn't drink, and he eventually what a fat, greasy slob with a moustache, and his hair was all over the place. But I thought, it became a duel. I thought, fuck you, I'm going to make you fucking make me something to eat. And I think what he did was probably deliberate. You decide. He brought us that stuff over, and then he stood again for I don't know, not half an hour probably, talking shit to somebody before he even trundled into his kitchen to start making my moussaka that I'd ordered. So we eventually get to the moussaka, and by now I'm starving. I went up to his place there, and I grabbed some bread. He had those Greek loaves lying around, and we just had some butter and Greek loaves to keep us going while we were waiting for this obnoxious fat fuck to deliver our food. So while I'm eating, and it was delicious moussaka, while I'm eating, and suddenly I notice a stout hair protruding from my dish, and I retrieve it. No, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'll stop this. Sorry about that. We got power problems and power outages going on over here, and South Africa, a lovely country, no electricity for about 10 hours a day. That's what it is right now, the Rainbow Nation. But anyway, let me get back to this pubic hair I was pulling out of my moussaka. Man, it distressed me, and I thought, well, maybe he scratched his balls while he was busy making the dish. And I sort of could handle, because I was starving. But then my mind took me to a darker place, literally and figuratively, to a darker place. I thought, what if he scratched his arsehole? And as soon as that thought entered my mind, I ran. I had to run. I would have thrown up over my fiancée. I had to run, and I ran. I found a bed of geraniums that I could throw up in. I threw up. I retched. I think I had the hair from my own arsehole in my throat when I was finished. That's how badly I retched. I retched and retched and retched. And then I started swallowing and swallowing and swallowing in case I retched my own arsehole out. But now the theory of relativity comes into it, Einstein's theory of relativity. A few years later, I'm in a Chinese restaurant, and there's a beautiful, beautiful young waitress. She's the daughter of the guy who owns the place, and he does all the cooking. And there was quite a ruckus in the place, quite a fun thing. I know a little bit about Chinese food, so I ordered loudly to make sure that people around me at other tables heard, I want lion's head soup. Now, lion's head soup is not a lion's head. It's not. It's actually a pork meatball in a sauce. And they give you chopsticks to eat it with. But whenever I go to Chinese restaurants, I don't let them fuck me around. I say, bring me spoons and forks and take those sticks away. I don't want those sticks. You guys have seen the fork, you've seen the spoon, but you're sticking with the sticks. But don't put it on me. I want a fork and I want a spoon. Thank you very fucking much. So anyway, it was all good-natured. And while I was eating these pork balls in soup, the pork ball soup, I retrieved another pubic hair. So the same flashback to Greece came back to me. And I thought, oh my word, no, this guy has obviously gone and scratched his balls. Chinese people don't have hair on their arse, so I knew it couldn't be from his arse, it's only on his balls. And I thought, oh shit. But luckily I had retrieved it. I mean, I didn't consume it. But then a thought came into my mind. Now, this was the opposite way. My mind didn't go to a dark place this time. My mind went to a naughty place this time. And my mind said, no, this hair could be hers. It could be one of her pubes. And suddenly I thought, oh, well, what the hell? Look, I didn't eat the pube. I pulled it out, put it aside. But just the thought that it was a pretty Chinese young waitress made that pubic hair more acceptable to me than the one in Crete when everyone knew who it was, a greasy, fat Greek arsehole hair. So, as I say, this is an educational channel too, and that's a little bit of an educational, the kind of thing I will serve up over here occasionally when I get the mood to talk. So I hope you enjoyed that little lesson in life and that little bit of a scientific, forensic, informative content. I don't want to only talk about the dark, serious stuff and the conspiracy theory. It's all conspiracy theory. There's no Illuminati. Oh, no. There's no child trafficking. There's nothing there, So I don't want to only talk about that. So I can also have a bit of a sense of humor and I'll laugh to decompress. And on that note, thank you.
But the International seems to be do or die for Elvis. It just could be the beginning or the end for a brilliant career. He revolutionized the entire music.
Oh, fuck off.
Alrighty then.